redo all those intros and everything for the VOD. Hello everybody, welcome to Smite Club, Round 2, Week 2. My name is Matt, JustMatt Demers, and I am joined here by the lovely Pond Hammer. We are going to be starting a good old best of 3 between two of our blue bracket players, which means they're in the ranges of about 1300 to 1500s. Middle of the road kind of thing, kind of the most common elo, I suppose, for the, competitively minded League of Legends players. On the left side, we have Team Swog. On the right side, we have Rainbow Kitten Brigade. Pond Hammer, please just introduce yourselves to all our lovely viewers.
Hi, yeah, I'm at Pond Hammer. You can reach me pretty much everywhere with that. It's the names for everything. And this is my first time casting.
Nice. Just ever in general.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's my first time speaking to an audience.
Nice. No worries, man. You're doing great so far. We had a little bit of a hiccup in scheduling just because we were waiting for some people to get in. We have, in terms of bands, we have Blitzcrank, Kha'Zix, and Malphite from Team Swog, Cho'Gath, Amumu, Shen from Rainbow Kitten Brigade. Of course, all these champions, very tanky, which I think, the Blitzcrank band, very standard in terms of, in the bottom lane, it just completely changes the way you have to play if you have to play against a Blitzcrank. Otherwise, the Kha'Zix ban is getting increasingly popular just because of the burst from his W, the healing, and the slow if he procs his hidden threat passive. Malphite, Cho'Gath, Amumu, Shen, all very tanky champions, all with a lot of hard CC, and I find that, the teams with the most hard CC tend to be the winners of most of these games. The blue team picking up Graves first, likely going to be changing that if he doesn't want to keep that Smite. Zion Forever Alive picking up Lee Sin, and the Meow Mix Kitten cycling through some champions. I wish it was Heimer. It's one of those things is that I wish we were talking about this before. We want very unorthodox
something
picks.
new.
Yeah, I'm going to just boost the audio. That was something that we had a little bit of a problem with last week, but you should be able to hear him quite nicely.
Graves is a very safe pick to first pick. You can't really counter a Graves unless you pick a very high-ranged AD carry on the other side.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to answer just a couple questions from the chat. Baskman, when I say it's 1300 to 1500, we do this kind of as a self-ranked kind of thing. It's not like a formal number average or anything like that. The reason is it's kind of an honor system, just to give people an idea. I hear the LOL music go down when he speaks, but not when you speak. Alright, the reason...
I love the...
that should be better.
By the way.
Yeah, I do love the Lulu.
My favorite.
Definitely. I definitely love Lulu as a support just because the massive amount of utility that she brings, especially if you have spells that do multiple things in different contexts. Like all of her spells, well, except for Glitter Lance, do different things, whether it's an ally or an enemy, and that's definitely useful. Wrath picking up Rise, very kind of safe pick in the mid lane. Dank Dro picking up Taric again, the guaranteed stun. The guaranteed stun is definitely a big deal.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot more Tarics recently, I must say.
Yeah, Tarics are kind of an old standby. They kind of fell out of favor a little bit with the more kind of active supports, and now Taric's kind of making a little bit of resurgence just at how he doesn't get banned out, and his stun is monster in level 1 team fights. Ruler of Tanks picking up a Varus, locking that in. Baited, looking at a Orianna possibly.
I love seeing Orianna played well. I can't play Orianna.
Yeah, I can't either. I apologize for the weirdness of the audio, just because of the way League of Legends, the client works and Mumble works. I can't boost... Well, actually I can. Hold on, never mind. This should be fine. So I'm going to lower the League of Legends volume, and I'm going to boost Mumble's volume, so you should be able to hear him a little bit better now. Apologies for that. Last 2 picks for Team Swog. Swag Too Easy, Swog Too Easy, picking up Dr. Mundo, Icy, hovering over Jax. We saw that Orianna pick, but baited eventually left it to Diana. Diana, of course, a little bit of a safe, very tanky kind of melee assassin, engager, decent AP damage in the middle lane. So, despite having a lack of huge tanks to go into because they've all been really banned out. Lee Sin, very bruisery kind of champion. Nocturne can be a very bruisery champion if built correctly. Diana, definitely a little bit bruisery. Varus, no escape, so he's definitely got that flash exhaust. Lulu running cleanse, actually they're probably going to switch there, because exhaust is more of a support choice. Swag Icy rather, did lock in that Jax pick, which was, he was hovering over it before it went over, or back over. So, I'm trying to look at these kind of, these team compositions, and the thing that I'm noticing the most is that, this Team Swog has more, reliable CC. They have Rune Prison coming out from Rise. They have the Dazzle coming out from Taric. They have the Counter-Strike, which is a bit situational, but is fairly easy to land with Jax. And they do have a little bit of a... they do have
cleavers from Mundo.
Yeah, the cleavers are very dependable. I gotta close Skype there. At least put that in D&D. The other thing on Purple Team, it's just like there's so many things that need to go right in order to land those CCs, you know? Like, Lee Sin has to be in the middle of everyone, Diana has to be in the middle of everyone, Nocturne has to, like, keep those fear tethers on them for the longest amount, or the full, you know, duration in order to get that fear.
Yeah.
Lulu can hex people, but that's not a hard CC, and Glitter Lances is slow.
I think what they're going for is a bit of a dive comp, because Lulu can knock up any of the initiators and slow in an area around them. So they're probably going to be trying to jump straight onto Graves and try and blow him up before they can do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Graves is a fairly tanky champion on his own, you know? Like, so I'm thinking that Team Swog might have the advantage here just in the basis of their composition. And the thing is with a dive comp, if you're going to be diving, or sorry, you were saying that the Kittens are the dive comp, you're saying?
A little bit. If you get Nocturne to ultimate in, you can then use the Lulu ultimate and knock everybody up around them, which gives them an opportunity to try and pick somebody off, really.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just going to fix this or is that attenuate applications? Hold on. 1 second. If you want to...
I haven't seen much Diana recently, since the nerfs actually. She got played a ton before that, but since then she's dropped massively, at least on the EU servers where I play.
Yeah, definitely. I just wanted to say thank you so much to Hawkins and whoever linked that Mumble. Actually, yeah, that was Hawkins. Thank you for linking that. That'll fix my problems, actually. Chocobro Rain, thank you for joining us tonight, one of our lovely our League of Legends users. I do IRC 5s for League of Legends IRC, or our League of Legends IRC anyway, the subreddit, and I'll be casting in tomorrow. We got some stuff coming out here saying that, you know, Kitten Team is a little super squishy, which you know, it's all about feeding the right people. If they can feed Varus, if they can feed
Nocturne.
Yeah, I think it's
very scary.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I'm just doing some last minute maintenance here. I pretty much had to add a whole bunch of people at once in order to track down some people. But you know, Nocturne can be very scary if he has the right amount of gold and get some decent farm. Varus, of course, very scary champion if he's got some feed. Lee Sin to the same extent. I don't know. This is one of those compositions where they need to feed all their kills one place as opposed to spread them around. Because I feel that with the relative amount of tank that Mundo, like Rise can get pretty tanky, Taric can get pretty tanky, Graves can get pretty tanky, and Jax can get pretty tanky, you know. And Varus will be able to have that extra kind of magic damage, I suppose, from his passive, like being able to ignite or not expose charges of his the blight. But like I'm not sure if he's going to be able to output enough damage to just straight out chunk anyone.
I think that I forget which team's on which side.
Blue team. Yeah. Blue team is the Team Swog.
Yeah, I think Team Swog need to get into the late game, because if you get Rise and Jackson Mundo into the late game, they're going to be very, very scary indeed. Yeah, definitely.
So I'm going to be referring to them as blue and red. I always do colorblind mode. I think that it's a little bit better than non-colorblind mode. My caster last week was he was saying green and blue blue and purple the entire match, and I had to correcting him a little bit. But we will be able to jump into the game fairly quickly here. Thank you, everyone. We have 78 viewers, which is awesome. Especially for an indie show that is doing amateur stuff. Don't have any pros, but we do have awesome community action. And, you know, it's all about the passion. Everyone kind of sporting the gold borders everywhere. So here's the thing. We may see a little bit of a change there because most of the Team Swog, you know, I don't want to give them an advantage straight based on the borders. But we may see that kind of balance out from the stronger composition to the experience of the other team. So we'll see how this goes. Skin-wise, we have some Professor Rise, which could have just been picked up as he was on sale. Riot Graves, Angler Jax. Angler Jax, one of my favorite skins. Void Nocturne, Arclight Varus, and Acolyte Lee Sin. I think Acolyte Lee Sin is probably my favorite Lee Sin skin.
I think they should really do a new Lee Sin skin. I don't think any of them really do him justice.
I don't know. I like I like the traditional Lee Sin as well because it's a throwback to how he was supposed to be originally in the game. But the cool thing is actually there's a little bit of history here for Team Rainbow Kitten Brigade. Both the Meowmix Kitten and Fruity Eric Chen have played in Smite Club before. This is not the first iteration of Smite Club. We originally ran this from December to March last year, and this team was part of it. So when the new Smite Club, my Bout 2, is named for a reason, they are now they decided to rejoin us. I'm just going to be closing Fraps. I realize that that is a thing that was running that shouldn't have been, and just gotta mute some stuff. Gonna keep the chat open just in case. I think I very missed flash there. I'm not sure what happened there. I heard a flash go, and I think Rise just accidentally Rise just accidentally flashed for no reason. We have the red team kind of coming around here. They're going to be doing, I don't want to say a delayed invade, but I think they will be at least guarding the red in order to make sure that there aren't any people that are going to be invading. Blue is going to be crossing the river, just, you know, hanging out in this river bush, likely waiting for people to just walk over. A lot of good luck, have funs coming out at the beginning. I like to see that kind of stuff. It's good times.
I think red team could definitely force something at level 1. I think they have a much stronger level 1 composition.
Yeah, I like Tarek at level 1 is definitely a terror. Like that kind of guaranteed stun, like for 1.5 seconds, even though if it's only 1.5 seconds, doesn't seem that long. You throw that dazzle onto someone, the first person you see, and then you exhaust them. Like if you can layer the CC properly. I don't think Wrath has taken Rune Prison. Actually, no, he took Rune Prison first. So despite being going middle, they are totally going for this level 1 team fight.
Invade.
However,
that blue buff.
They're going to invade the blue buff, but the red team is completely on the other side of the map. So it's just like simultaneous invades.
It's very ballsy play coming from Team Swag because they could definitely lose an early fight unless they have a sixth sense telling them that the red team are over at theirs. Well,
we trust them to not do any scumbag ghosting. But the idea is, I think that a lot of I saw this that you know, especially delayed invades. Delayed invades tend to be kind of a solo queue killer. Because you know, especially in teams that don't have a lot of communication, they gave that. Oh no, sorry, I apologize. I thought Lee Sin was jungling for a second. I totally forgot about Nocturne. I was wondering why they didn't give that to them. Anywho, the thing is that I think, especially at this level, when you're playing a range 5s, you may have a little bit of a inclination to play solo queue strategies, and that's kind of what we're looking at right now. You know, that delayed invade kind of thing. If even one person is off their game, it can kind of lead to a very big advantage for you know, if you get the kill on the right person. A AP with some very early kills is always a good thing. You know, an AD carry managing to get like a single, like first blood gold or a double kill, like God knows a double kill would, you know, probably secure the lane for them.
Yeah.
So we're kind of just seeing a little bit of passivity here. We got a ping coming out of the bottom lane. Not sure what that was about. I think they might have guessed that a lane or the bush might be warded. However, hail of arrows comes out from Varus, taking a little bit of damage onto Graves. We're just going to keep an eye on the mini-map from time to time. Mundo might be coming around here with an early gank, chugging a health potion, double buffed already. He's level 3, looking for an early cleaver on someone. Nails the Meowmix Kitten, but I believe that exhaust, I think the Glitter Lance came into effect there and stopped Mundo from...
Well, they burned the flash at least.
Yeah.
So
they burn
the next attempt will be a lot stronger.
Yeah, they burned the flash, but not the cleanse. Varus will still be able to walk away if he has enough room. It's just whether they're going to be able to close the gap. I think they know that someone is there. Hold on, Wrath falling very low for a gank of the red team's own. Sorry, we missed that, ladies and gentlemen. Should have been looking at that mini-map. We got a very low solo queue all-star again, taking a decent amount of damage as well. Despite another gank there, it looks like the red team was fairly good at just minimizing the amount of damage they have, and that's possibly just the experience at work there. Wrath falling low means Diana possibly will be going back. Actually, she is going back. I'm just going to fix the scoreboard here so we're all on the same wavelength, so to speak.
Lulu does a lot of damage at the early levels for support, and she's doing a pretty good job of keeping the blue team
totally
back.
Totally. The picks being able to throw out extra auto attacks is definitely very damaging, and especially at the early levels when they don't have any damage mitigation, like throwing out the hail of arrows, throwing out some auto attacks from Varus, throwing out the extra bolts from picks is just kind of melting Graves a little bit, despite having that passive that gives him more armor magic resist. Tarek, at the moment, he's kind of lost bush control a little bit, just because there are wards in both bushes. Ping's coming down in middle lane, but it looks like we're going to have a little bit of an engage
go back
here.
To the bot lane.
Yep, of course. We're going to have Graves kind of having to burn the flash in order to get away, and no kind of gap closer from Varus means that they're unlikely to finish off that kill. Both Meow Mix, Kitten, and I don't know if Swag Too Easy wanted to stay there, and he gets sniped.
What a nice shot there from
very nice.
Meow Kitten.
Very nice. I don't think Graves just kind of saw that coming. I think actually our chat has come up with the drinking game. You guys, you warm my heart. And it looks like they're trying to go for Tarek as well. The Dustbringer does land, and another snipe from Meow Mix Kittens. 2 kills.
Very nice gank.
Very nice gank, definitely indeed. I think Tarek might have paid too much attention to Nocturne there and forgot that Varus could just sit there and snipe from afar.
I think Tarek got a bit caught up in preventing tower damage, and he paid for it with his life, really. And
here's the thing. Here's Mundo going to be coming in, possibly to try to... I would like for him to try to contain Nocturne, but the B has already been started. We have a lovely 85 viewers, beating our record from last week. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You guys make me feel so special. Also, whoever came up with that drinking game, if I ever get a skin code of some kind, I will give you it. Because that's the type of stuff I like hearing. Some early notes we can actually kind of surmise here. Look at all the ward placement from the red team, and I think that's, like we said, a little bit of the experience advantage. Someone's going low, actually. Icy going fairly low. Ignited, and he is going to survive on the last tick of Ignite. However, Lee Sin just needs to walk forward and throw out a Q. Actually, he used his Q already, so he's not going to be able to close that gap. Icy just needs to leave. He's going to try to chug a health potion, but he shouldn't have burned the potion, I don't think. I think he... Oh, here, Lee Sin with the flash Q. Misses the Q. This is lovely play with the Leap Strike and power counter attack. That was lovely by Icy. I think that's... Oh, even Eric Chen has to be like, very nice play. Very good play there by that Jax. I'm so glad I didn't move the camera. We have a little bit of a gank going back at mid. That was just a full combo by Jax. I think he, just underneath the tower. I think Eric Chen just got a little bit too greedy. Saw the 3-0 advantage and misunderestimated Jax under tower. Nocturne throwing out another ward. This was what I was talking about just before Jax got did all that. Oh, nice. Nocturne uses his spell shield W in order to block the rune prison. Look how many wards that the red team have. They've got 2 in the upper river. They've got 2 by wraiths here. They've got 1 in the tri-bush. Actually, I think that one just died. But we're seeing a little bit of a superior ward coverage at the moment, and I think that's what's giving them the advantage in being able to move into enemy jungle and gank.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Nocturne counter jungling soon, because Mundo isn't that strong at this point of the game. Yeah,
once he gets a couple of levels, get some items, he'll be able to clear a lot faster. Solo Q All-Star following very low.
I thought he was going to die there.
Almost died there to red camp, which I think with Mundo pre-6, you're living on the edge. Because
I play a lot of Mundo jungle. You take your life into your own hands at these early levels.
yeah, definitely. Like 75-second cooldown on that sadism that regenerates, 40% of his current health or maximum health over 12 seconds. Once you get that, you can jungle fairly easily because you can just regen all your health back. But you have more experience with Mundo than I do. I don't usually jungle that much.
I'd say jungle would probably be my main role, and I've played a lot of Mundo this season.
Yeah. Actually, I think
I've got a fight up in the top lane.
Oh, we do we? Thank you. Jax just kind of taking it to Lee Sin over there, and if there's one champion you want farmed in the top lane, it's Jax.
Lee Sin started at full health, and Jax was already quite low, and he just demolished him in that one-on-one.
This is good. This is actually interesting. Like I said, I don't like stomps. And oh, hold on, going right back into it. Icy gonna leap after him, throw down a empowered strike, and maybe forcing Eric Chen to go back. He is chugging a potion at the moment, gonna be able to use that safeguard Iron Will. In order.
We have Nocturne coming in for Jax.
Oh, nice use of the Paranoia. Fear Tethers are out, however, they're not going to be able to follow it up with Lee Sin quite yet. Maybe a Safeguard. Nope, never mind. Oh, we do have Diana coming in from mid lane. Swag Icy trying to... Oh my god, they got him! I thought he would have survived, but they may be able to pick up Nocturne. Nice Rune Prison and Cleaver. Managed to go 1 for 2. Prison. Actually, no, Lee Sin executed himself. He died to the minions.
I really like that flash into it, because if you have flash, then you should be using it offensively sometimes.
Definitely. So that was a 1 for 3. 1 for 3. But Lee Sin died to the minions, preventing possibly a double kill for Ryze and what they need to get back into that game. They're currently 4-3. They're leading by maybe about 500 gold. The red team at this point in the game. It's around 10 minutes. Bottom lane's kind of mellowed out a little bit. It isn't as kind of action-packed as it was before. I think Graves and Tarek are realizing they just need to sit down and farm a little bit, get themselves some golems. I think Swag Too Easy may need to learn the attack move, the orb walking a little bit more, but it looks like we're having a group here for the first dragon of the game.
I'm having some lag issues, so...
No problem. We'll the stream is going fine, so catch up when you can. If you need to disconnect, we'll make sure that you come in at the right time again. Nocturne throwing down the ultimate. Some damage coming down here on Dankdro, rather. And we have a Glitter Lance coming out onto Dankdro and the Fear Tethers, and Varus going to be finishing him off. Varus now on a killing spree. I don't think he's been back yet. No, he has been. Just bought a BF sword right out. Currently, it's sitting at 74 CS. Graves, 69. So they're staying relatively even within 5 CS of each other. Graves, however, just does not have the advantage of having 3 kills under his belt. Nocturne picking up.
I'm gonna have to restart my League client.
No problem. No problem. Come back in. You of course are trying to join us from Europe, which can be a little bit of a problem. So just join us when you can. I'll stay in here, and if you should be able to right-click spectate me from friends list. Mundo coming in for a gank here. Possibly no. He's just gonna chill in the river. He's gonna be caught out by that ward again. As we said, wards save lives. Jax possibly coming down in order to do a little bit of counter. No, he's just going to throw a ward by Baron, a deep ward. And I know I think I said misunderestimated, and I apologize. It's just a verbal quirk. I'm a journalism major. I know how nonsensical the English language can be sometimes. Counter-Strike coming out from Jax. Waiting until... Oh, never mind. Did not wait till after the Counter-Strike came up in order to use that resonating strike. Got a little bit stunned, kind of put the brakes on that gank there from Nocturne. I thought I think Lee Sin... We're trying to figure out, I think the chat is trying to figure out if Lee Sin took any damage from that tower hit before there. Counter-Strike coming out again, Empowered Strike. Nocturne's Paranoia coming out, I think driving Jax off a little bit. Did use it middle, Mundo taking a lot of damage. Another kill for Varus, he's on a rampage at the moment. Wild Growth coming out onto Nocturne to possibly try to knock Ryze up. Ryze just needs to get out of there, possibly. He's already blown the Desperate Power in order to get the extra move speed, possibly. Would have been great in that situation to escape. Not sure why he's just going to be chilling around at tower, trying to clear out things a little bit. Diana's just going to dive in. Pale Cascade with one more kill for Varus. Meowmix Kitten currently sitting at 5-0, which is going to be a major problem for Team Swog in the later stages of this game. Chat pointing out that Nocturne's being very aggressive. That's definitely true. You know, if you have some confident ganks, especially with Nocturne who has some decent gap closers into the thick of things, can be exactly what they need. Lee Sin and Jax trading again. Empowered Strike coming out. However, Icy has little mana right now. He's going to get a Dragon's Rage kick right into a Duskbringer. Going to give the kill to Nocturne. Are you still there, good buddy? Trying to get back in? Okay, no problem.
It seems to be my League client that's not working, actually, which is a bit unfortunate.
That is a bit unfortunate. You know what? Maybe, well, if it becomes a problem, you can just jump back in next game. Just because I'm not sure if we can really pause this at this point. It would be a little bit interesting. Blue team loses the first turret of the game. Fruity Eric Chen picking up that stuff. I can solo cast until we remake, and maybe that'll alleviate the problems, but we'll figure something out.
Is there a delay on the stream?
I don't think so at the moment. Not as far as I know. I don't think I can put a delay on it. No, at least not through Twitch. I'm not a partner at the moment.
I'll just watch your stream for now and commentate along with it.
No problem, no problem. There's gonna be a couple seconds, so if you want to leave the play-by-play stuff to me and maybe comment on, like, you know, the kind of overarching stuff, because that's not as time specific. Blue team losing their second turret of the game to Varus. A flash dazzle, that's exactly what they needed. Exhaust, however, and Wildgrowth is going to knock up Jax and keep him off of Varus. Going for the snipe again, however, one last heal from Dankdro is going to keep him alive. Not sure that would have killed him, but definitely is going to make them back off. Ward's going to catch Ryze out again. Diana with a blue buff, going to be kind of roaming around the dragon area. Ping's coming out, just letting them know that Jax and Mundo are going to be roaming around a little bit. Score is currently 8-3. We have 4 unanswered kills for Team Kitten Brigade, Rainbow Kitten Brigade.
I think it's worth pointing out that on the blue team, that Ryze is actually beating Diana in farm, which is the only member of that team to
Hold on, they're going to collapse right down on Lee Sin here. Ryze is going to eat a Dragon's Rage kick. Not sure if he has enough damage to get Lee Sin before he's out. One more cleaver could have killed Fruity Eric Chen. No deaths for now on either side. However, Eric Chen and Ryze very low. I'm liking the skirmishes we have going on here. I think all four members of they branched off into 3, warding again very offensively. They're going to just take some wraiths here in order to deny some jungle farm. Throwing out another ward. Looks like they're going to just be waiting for Dragon to spawn. They really want to just make sure Dragon's going to be coming in here. I also want to thank our chat for possibly being the most cordial Twitch chat I've ever had or seen. I think the fact that we don't have any kind of pro players in here, we don't have any fanboys really. This is the least amount of spam I've ever seen in a Twitch chat. So thank you guys for being awesome. Close calls all around for sure.
I should be back.
Yeah, of course.
In the League client now, I think.
Cool. Let me know, and when you come back in, let me know your timestamp, just so I know we're looking at the same thing. Red team going for their second dragon of the game. Diana missing her Crescent Slash, but Jax has taken the opportunity to get a turret, so it's a dragon for a turret. Diana diving in, using her ultimate. Mundo has to push the sadism and get out of there. Nocturne had his paranoia. I'm not sure if he used it. Mundo nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Still regenning some health, looking for the mad jukes here away from Diana, but it looks like this is just going to be a matter of time until Meowmix Kitten picks up his 6th kill of the game.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got a Bloodthirster, got a Zeal, Berserker's Greaves, working on more attack speed, probably looking for that Phantom Dancer.
That's very, very fed for this time of the game.
Yeah. Leon Woody from the chat is saying that you should check your processes and look for a PvP.net one, close it, and then try again if you're having multiple problems with your client, just to kind of start off fresh. Blue team losing another turret.
I'm on 18 minutes, just gone, so...
I'm at, yeah, we're at 1803, 1804. Baited managed to pick up another kill on Wrath. As much as I hate the fact that this is turning into a little bit of a one-sided game, as someone in the chat pointed out, it just seems that the Kitten Brigade are a little bit more coordinated in where they're moving. Jax seems to be kind of a shining light for Swog at the moment. He's doing his fair share of counter-ganking, counter-jungling. Manages to pick up a red buff of his own. Jumping into the Fear Tethers, he's just going to one-on-one duel Nocturne here. Ward's coming out as well.
Out, really,
yeah, he got caught out. There's 3 members here. Pale Cascade coming out. Pale Moon, rather. Is it Pale Cascade? Pale Cascade.
It's Pale Cascade,
yeah. I'm still learning some skill names. Ruler of Tanks, kind of scumbag crepoing that kill, stealing one of his own. Meowmix Kitten still sitting at 6-0 and 2. He is leaving with 1,800 gold. He should be able to buy that Phantom. Actually, no, just went Static Shiv.
Static Shiv.
I love Static Shivs. It's one of my favorite new items right now. Building 2 more daggers. He's probably going to be looking at Ruan's Hurricane, or possibly another Zeal.
AD carry isn't my role, really.
I just don't like how we can't open the shop from here, which stinks.
I'd never thought of that before.
Yeah, we can't open the shop, and if we hit P, it pauses it, which I just did there by accident. I know a lot of people do prefer Phantom Dancer just because of the the unit collision being ignored is a big one. I tend to like items with a kind of a side benefit. I like.
It's too easy. Needs to be careful in this bush.
Oh, it's too easy. Taking a lot of damage from that Static Shiv. I think there's one more kill, and that's kill number 7 for Meowmix Kitten. They baited his here to block some cleavers. He is very low. Meowmix Kitten manages to cleanse and flash out of that. He's going to turn around, lay out some auto attack. Solo queue All-Stars, the next one to fall. Wrath trying to get a kill, and he finally manages to shut him down at the cost of his own life.
That's a fuffle one, though. It wasn't
yeah, it was a 4 for 1. We're just hitting the 20-minute mark here. A little bit of saltiness coming out from Wrath. Not sure that's really appreciated. I believe he was the sub that was coming in for the team. We try to keep things a little bit polished here in terms of language. So I may have to.
I don't get the chat actually, so I'm
completely
unaware.
Yeah, you can turn the if you go to the bottom left, you can go to the interface visibility, which is the eye. It's on the bottom row, and then you can turn chat on. Inhibitor looking to go down here. They lost one of their inhibitor turrets. Going to just run away from that, actually. Thank you, Meowmix Kitten, for being a nice example of gentlemanliness. Going to rotate up to the top lane in order to possibly get a another tower. However, they're going to kind of be chased off a little bit. Without Varus, they're lacking a lot of their, big chunk damage, which is a...
yeah. I think that the blue team could definitely stall this game out if they do a CLGU style, protect the turrets.
Yeah, the thing is that I think that, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get enough farm onto the people that need it. We're looking around a 4v4 team fight here. Just going to hide the scoreboard. They're going to jump right on to Wrath, but they're going to trade 1 for 1 as Tarek manages to pick up a kill on Lulu Lee Sin, grabbing a double kill, possibly a triple here. We have another kill. Actually, no, Graves is kind of cleaned up there. Managed to get 1 kill, throwing out another buckshot. Not sure if that was the smartest idea to go back in. And quadra kill for Lee Sin.
That was almost a very, very good fight for Team Swag.
Yeah, I saw Tarek and Graves pick up a kill each, and I was like, okay, they're kind of evening it out. And then I'm not sure kind of what happened there, to be honest.
I think they just outstayed the welcome, really.
Yeah. Eric Chen and Meowmix Kitten going to be... surrender vote comes out 4 to 1. GGWP is coming out from the...
I don't think that was a bad game for Team Swag. I think they were just a bit... They were a bit unlucky, and then they fell behind, and then it just snowballed a bit, really.
Definitely, their Jax was definitely one of the highlights of the play. And
Rise was playing solidly.
Maybe
not making amazing plays, but he was playing solid.
He was out farming. We're just going to actually create the second game, and we will be back. But thank you for watching us so far. We have a lovely 86 viewers here, and hopefully we're going to be getting everyone back in very quickly. So if you guys want to just we'll take a 5-minute, 7-minute break, whatever, and we will be back very soon. So give us a second.